We begin in Broome County, where a politically charged post shared by a Union-Endicott School District Assistant Superintendent is causing outrage in the community. I heard from all sides tonight. Outside of the Union-Endicott School District building on Monday, residents voiced concerns over a social media post by Assistant Superintendent Janet Kazmark.
We just don't want our children indoctrinated. We want them taught.
Kazmark shared a politically charged post from actress and model Chrissy Teigen on Instagram regarding President Trump. WBNG cannot show that post due to the multiple obscenities used. UE Superintendent Dr. Nicole Wolf says while she can't speak on personnel matters, there's a lesson to take away from this.
What I can say is that this issue has certainly become a teachable moment for all of us. And it's a reminder that nothing on social media is ever truly private.
Some parents say there needs to be more accountability for someone in an authority position like Kazmark's.
If a child had, shared such a terrible thing, they would have been held accountable. And I feel very strongly that someone in that position shouldn't be given a free pass.
Others say Kazmark was acting within her rights.
In fact, if you look at the employee handbook, which I happen to have here, under political activities, it says that the Board of Education recognizes the right of its employees as citizens to engage in political activities and exercise their constitutionally protected rights to address matters of public concern.
Endicott resident Carl Washington shared in the past that the school district has allegedly sent emails to employees condemning similar behavior. Washington read one of those emails, which caused for a heated moment.
I quote, "Disparaging comments, gestures, or actions against individuals or groups would not be tolerated and would result in corrective action," end quote.
That does not apply to
Okay.
social media.
This is not an interactive. Okay, I was quiet while you talked, all right?
Kazmark has since issued an apology. She says, quote, "Recently, I shared a celebrity post with a private group of people on my Instagram story. It was then circulated on social media. It was never my intention for this to be publicly shared, and I'm saddened that it has caused division within our community. When I realized people had seen it, I immediately removed it. As educators will believe in learning and growth, this experience has reinforced the importance of thoughtful and respectful dialogue. I remain deeply committed to supporting our incredible students, faculty, and staff, just as I have done for the past 11 years in this district." WBNG was at Monday night's meeting where the public was given the opportunity to comment.